Hello everyone, my name is Sakshi and today we will see how to use transaction control transformation in Informatica Cloud. So let's understand what is the transaction control transformation. We can say TCT as well. The TCT is an active and connected transformation that commit or rollback transaction during a mapping run. You might want to use the transaction control transformation when you process the large amount of data. You can use the TCT transformation to commit the data at certain intervals to prevent the data loss. For example, you can run mapping that process thousands of records in the table that is sorted by order type. You might want to commit the data each time that the mapping process a different order type. So continue transaction, the data integration does not perform any transaction change for these row. So there are four types in the transaction control transformation: commit before, commit after, rollback before and rollback after. So what happened in the commit before? Data integration, commit transaction and begin new transaction, but the current row is in new transaction. In commit after, it is same but the current row is in committed transaction. For rollback before, the data integration, commit the transaction and begin the new transaction and current row is in new transaction. But for rollback after, the current row is in rollback transaction. So you define the transaction by specifying transaction control condition in the transformation. So based on whether the condition is met, you can choose to commit the rows, rollback rows or continue processing data without changing the transaction boundary. So let's start with mapping. We'll take the transaction control transformation. So I have selected the source file here. We'll take the sorter transformation to sort our data. We'll sort our data on employee ID. You can see in transaction control transformation, there are incoming fields. In transaction control, there are transaction control condition, field, then else. So in transaction control condition, there are three fields like infill value change, advanced and parameterize. So we can see here if field value change. So you can select the advanced transaction control condition when you want to change transaction boundaries on the particular condition using expression editor. In field, we will select the department ID. Here you can see continue transaction, commit before, after, rollback before, after. Here also same. So in else, we will select the continue transaction. Let's say we will select one example, like by using the transaction control transformation, we can create the dynamic files. So let me show you my source. So this is my source. On the basis of department ID, I want the dynamic files. So let's see how we can achieve this scenario. So in target, for both I have given the flat file connection. So this is the target object. You have to click on create new runtime. Then you will get the formatting options like handle special characters, skip rounding decimal and double data type, use a dynamic file name. So we can select here use dynamic file name. And in expression, we will give the condition like department ID, we'll give the file name like tct.csv. validate this. It is validated. Okay, save it, save mapping. We'll map the fields here. Sorry, we have selected the flat file, so no need. Okay. We'll select the commit before here on department ID. Save. Now you can see mapping is valid. Let's run this mapping. So you can see the mapping is affected with 6 rows. Let's check in target. So you can see department wise I get the dynamic files. So in this way you can use transaction control transformation in Informatica Cloud. You can see department ID is 20 and this is the record. For 30 you can see department ID 30. For 40 we have 2 records. See. So by using the transaction control transformation there are different types as well. So you can check each type and you can see what results you will get. Thank you.